Hey, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to Tech Conversations. I am your host Guillermo. It is May 5th. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys are doing today. As you can see, it is a flat day for me, up only $100 today so far. So we'll see what the rest of the day brings us. Now in today's video, I want to start my Webull series, and I'm going to start by talking about how to buy a call option on Webull. So I'll show you guys how to navigate through their platform so that you guys can place your first ever call option. Now, before I get into that, guys, all I ask is that you guys hit the like button down below and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. So here I am on the Webull app. And as we can see here, first things first, there's this sidebar on the left. And there's a lot of different options. There's paper trading, there's account, trade, screener, markets, watch list. And then there's stocks. This is where I'm currently at right now. And maybe I'll make a different video covering the other tabs, but I'm currently on this stocks tab here. So the first thing you'll see on the left here is this other section here. So this can contain watch lists, or you can also take a look at recent stocks that you've looked at here. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of close this out so that doesn't take up room here. So I'll press on this here, and then we can actually just expand this and have more room here when we're talking about this. So again, right now I'm on the stock Microsoft, ticker symbol MSFT, guys. So let's take a look here. So first of all, we have a nice chart here. You can do a lot of things with this, and it's very helpful. And again, maybe I'll make a separate video talking about this. But here is your chart for the stock. But let's go down here underneath the chart. So you see different tabs here. So you'll see news, financials, analysis, and again, all these things have a lot of different information, and again, maybe I'll make a separate video on them. But we want to go over to options here because this is going to show us the options for this individual stock here. So here we are on the options. Now the first thing we're going to talk about here, of course, is the expiration date, which is very important when it comes to options. All options, they eventually expire, so it's important that you're choosing a proper expiration date. So as you can see, we're currently on the options that expire on May 7th of 2021. And then as you can see, if we go to the right here, there are more options. And if you want even more options, you can click on this drop down arrow, and this will show you even more options that are way further out. This one's for June 16th, 2023. So I could click on that and go to that one if I wanted to, but we're gonna stick with May 7th, 2021 for this demo here. Now the next thing is, how many options do you want to appear here at once? So some people don't like it when it's very kind of clamored and it's just a bunch of them everywhere. So what you could do is you can come here where it says strikes, click the drop down arrow, and you can choose 6. So now it's only going to show me 6 options for this stock. So it's not as messy. It's kind of a little bit easier to kind of read. So now we have 6 options here. You could also do all and take a look at all the options available. But as you can see, there's a lot, and it does get really long here. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to leave it with 6 just so that it's easy for us to follow here. So I'm going to go to 6. So it's only going to show us 6 different options here, 6 different strikes. Now the next big thing, of course, is calls versus puts. I'm going to show you guys how to buy a call option in this video. And so make sure that you're aware calls are on the left here. Puts are on the right. So be careful with that. Calls are on the left, and that's what we're going to be focusing on. So we're going to be focusing on buying a call option. Now, first of all, what does that actually mean, buying a call option? Remember, buying a call option gives you the right but not the obligation to buy 100 shares of the stock at the strike price. And the other big thing to note about buying calls, of course, is that this is a bullish strategy. You want to buy a call when you think a stock is going to go up in value. So let's say I'm bullish on Microsoft. I think Microsoft stock is going to go up, and Microsoft is currently at 247.20. I want to buy a call because I think it's going to go up. So of course you need to choose what strike price you want. Now, some of these, of course, are more expensive than the others. One thing I want to quickly mention is that for the strike, where the strike price is higher than the current share price, these are called out of the money. Where the strike price is under less than the current share price. These are in the money. In the money options are going to be more expensive than out of the money options, call options. So that's one thing I just wanted to quickly mention here. So let's take a look here. So let's take a look. Let's say I wanted to buy this call option here at the 247.50 strike. Again, what that means is that I have the right but not the obligation to buy 100 shares of Microsoft at this strike price, 247.50 a share, before this expires. Now that's only if you exercise the contract, if you actually want to buy 100 shares. If you don't want to do that, which most people don't, they just sell the contract back to the market. That's how you would close out of this trade. And again, I'll make a separate video on that later on. But let's say I wanted to buy this. Now, before I buy this, of course, I need to take a look at some information here. So first of all, how much is it going to cost? So this shows me what the last price is, about 146 or so. We can see what the ask and the bid are. So we'll get a better idea here in a second as to how much we're going to pay. But it's going to be around in between that price. And again, I'll make a separate video on the ask bid spread to learn more about that. But if we keep going to the left here, which you can, there's this scroll bar here. We also see volume, which is important. We also see open interest. If I keep going, we see implied volatility. That's a very important metric. And if I go even more, we see delta, we see theta. These are some of the Greeks that are very, very important, guys. Now, if you can't see some of these metrics here, don't freak out. Here is how you get them to show. There's this little button here on the upper left-hand corner here. We click on this. This gives us options items. So as you can see, these are the selected items we have right now. You can remove them if you want. If I do reset to default and press OK, you'll see that by default, it's not going to show any of the Greeks in there. It's not going to show you what theta are, what theta is, what delta is. And again, these are very important when buying options. So you can go back in here and you can take a look at what the available items are. And you can say, hey, I want to know what delta is. I want to know what theta is. You can even do gamma, vega, rho. And if you're not familiar with those, again, these are Greek options. I've made videos on this before. So again, I can go ahead and click OK there. And now as you see, I will be able to see delta and theta again, which again is very important when buying a call option. So now that I've taken a look at that information and I'm okay with it, I can go ahead and I can click on this, right? And as you can see on the right here, we'll see some information now. So I just chose the 247.50 strike, which is what it's showing me here, right? Microsoft 247.50. I'm on the May 7th, 2021 expiration, which is what it's saying there. Now, as you can see, call 100, and it's saying bid 148, ask 152, and I'm on the buy side, right? Because I want to buy this call option. I don't want to sell it. I want to buy it. And then if we take a look here, we can change order type. So we can do limit type, we can do market, stop limit. I just literally made a video on this a couple days ago, what these different order types are. So I could do limit here, how many contracts you want. Remember, each contract controls 100 shares. The limit price is 148 right now. You can definitely change this to what you think you want. So I could just leave it at 148. Now remember, again, since this contract controls 100 shares, this is how much you're willing to pay for each one of those shares, right? So I'm willing to pay $1.48 per share, but each contract controls 100 shares. So I'm actually going to have to pay about $148. You can actually see this down here. Premium paid $148. It also shows you your day trades left as well. So once I am here, I can definitely go ahead and place my order. This is pretty nice too here. As you can see, it shows me what my max loss is. Of course, when you buy an option, your max loss will be how much you're paying for that option. Since we're going to pay about 148, that's also going to be my max loss. It gives me my break even, which makes sense because Microsoft right now is $247.24 and I'm paying $148. So my break even would be about $248.98 here. And of course, my max profit is unlimited, right? When you buy a call option, theoretically, the price of a stock can go all the way up to infinity. It's not going to happen, but theoretically it could. And so that's why your max profit here is going to be unlimited. So again, you would place your order here once everything here looks correct. You can also switch time and force as well if you want. And you can kind of take a look at what this means here. So anyways, that is how you would place your call option here. And again, this is on Microsoft, but it would be very similar for any stock of your choice. So that is how you would buy a call option on the Webull platform, guys. If you have any questions about anything that I just talked about, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Check out the Discord, link to that in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.